What's up, guys? It is way too early NFL mock draft season, and Kentucky quarterback Will Levis has been the talk of the town as of late. Not only has he been a projected first-round pick in almost every early mock draft, last week he was projected to be the number one overall pick in next year's draft, according to the latest CBS way too early NFL mock draft. So we had to do a deep dive and look into some of the other projected former number ones and see how all that turned out. All right, naturally, we start with one of the 87 Clausen brothers, and I would say the least likable, which is pretty tough to do. Jimmy Clausen, who showed up to his announcement ceremony at a high school in a stretch limousine, second round draft pick, was not taken number one overall, and I think has probably lost all of his hair. All right, up next, Ryan Mallett. Ryan Mallett had an incredible arm. He got drafted by the Patriots, which seemed like it was going to be a good fit, especially since Brady finally moved on 12 years later, but never really panned out for him. He is out of the league. Tyler Bray from Tennessee, who, to his credit, had an incredible arm, and we know that because he got in trouble for throwing beer bottles at cop cars as they were driving by one night in Knoxville. For real, an incredible arm. I would say the only reason he didn't go number one is because of this tattoo. Well, the good news is it'll be there forever. So there's that. Matt Barkley dropping to the fourth round is pretty incredible when you think about it because it felt like he was the number one projected draft pick for since he was in eighth grade. But yeah, sadly drops to the fourth round, 98th overall. So this next part is where we start talking about players that none of us remember even playing. Tyler Wilson, quarterback from Arkansas. I guess he's a real person. He's wearing the jersey. It's not Ryan Mallett. It's not one of the Allen brothers. I don't know if that's real. So Clemson's Aaron Murray, Taj Boyd, seemed to have all the tools, but then just after his senior year, just fell off the face of the earth. Jeff Driscoll. Can only assume the only person that had him projected number one was also Jeff Driscoll. And who could forget this 12-year-old with rosacea, Christian Hackenberg, somehow duped an entire league into taking him in the second round. Brad Kaya fell to 215. Fun fact, there were more players selected in front of him in that draft than there were fans in the stadium whenever he played a single home game at Miami. Get the fuck out of here. I have no words. Who did that? Even crazier than all of the projected number one players that did not go number one is the fact that these four quarterbacks were not in a single way too early mock draft the year before and all became the number one player taken in the draft.